What's happening, everybody? Welcome you back to another episode of San Diego Prep Insider. Always stoked now that we've reached the point where we are starting to have repeat athletes, and we're going to give our studio guests another hot second to finish their hair and whatever makeup they need to attend to real quick. It's the LCAP volleyball team. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Let's go left to right and introduce ourselves. Name, grade, and position for the two captains. For coaches, I like to ask just how long you have been with the program, please.
I'm Brendan Powell. I'm the head coach for girls volleyball here at LCAP, and this is my second season.
Hi, I'm Ruby Ennis. I'm a senior, and I'm a setter.
Hi, I'm Madison Triplett. I'm a senior, and I'm an outside.
I'm Michaela Tam. I'm the JV head coach and varsity assistant coach, and this is my first season at LCAP.
Okay, so at the time of recording, not that it's a perfect indicator of the season, but 22-7, undefeated in league. It feels like that's not a bad way to start the season. Just a heads up, there are two microphones that work, so you can share them. 0 to 100, if you had to give yourselves a grade, like how are you? How has this season gone for you guys?
Oh, how has the season gone?
Yeah,
so
0
far?
to 100, if you had to grade yourselves this
Okay.
year, how are you? How is the team?
I'm gonna give us a 90, just because we're playing really good and we're doing really good. I just think that we're gonna push ourselves even more coming into CIF, so that's why I'm giving us a little bit below 100.
So you still succeeding,
Yeah.
more than a passing grade,
Yeah.
but still room to grow.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay. You guys are a little bit more senior heavy, I believe, this year than last year when we talked.
Yeah.
So it feels like that's what, just you guys are all peaking at the right time, or has it been some younger people balling out this year? What has been the secret to the success?
I think both. I think half our team is seniors, so I think we're all pretty young last year, juniors and sophomores, and then just having this year to like mature. The juniors have stepped up, and there's kids that are leading. So I think both of us.
So you guys are happy with how the juniors and sophomores have risen to the occasion, and it has not been the seniors dragging everybody to success this year.
I think so. I think it's that mentality: when the bottom floats, the top. When the bottom rises, the top floats. And I think that veteran leadership has been easier this year than I've had than last year. We had one senior last year, so it's been nice having to be able to kind of pull back a little bit more, allow more freedoms, and I think it's been successful.
For you guys, you're one of the few programs that comes through here consistently talking about your sights are set on both CIF but also state. Like, you keep the state thing as a part of the conversation in a way that you don't hear a lot of other schools program-wide thinking, hey, our season goes this long, not this long. For you guys right now, 2 more games until a 10-0 league schedule, league champions and all that. That feels great. But with how, it seems like you guys are really long-term thinking every single season. Is a league championship even register as fun for you guys? Like, is that something that you're like, that just gets us to level? Like, a league championship just gets you out of bed in the morning and that but doesn't get you excited? Or are you guys still pumped about, hey, we're going to be league champs again? That just feels good.
No, I think we're so pumped about league champs. I think that's our sixth year in a row of league champs. But then from there, I think we're all just on the same page of we want more going into CIF. So
I think they're just hungry.
Yeah,
I think they're hungry. And to quote Madison from last year, she's all about grinding. So she's on her grind.
Yes.
Every year she's grinding. So,
Coach, you're also the first person to do a 14-month callback to a social media post. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but so that mentality, like, that's kind of why I asked last year. You guys were a little bit younger team, and it seemed like you were hungry and you were grinding, but there hasn't been a fall off. There's just been an increase this year.
Yeah.
So for you guys as the seniors, I guess the age-old question now is, and I know some of this is somewhat out of your hands, but what do you want, open division or D1?
I think we'll go wherever we're put. And just, I think
That's very political. Good for
Very-
you.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah.
Wherever you are assigned, we
Yeah.
shall play.
But I think we just know as a team, wherever we are, we're gonna play. Like, we're gonna grind it out. We're gonna do as best as we can, and we're just
and
gonna
you're at
take
the point
it from
where
there.
maybe you're past being like scared necessarily of any team. Like, there's no world enders out there where you're like,
Yeah.
if we get the 8, they get the 1. All right, well, it was fun, but
No, I think no matter what, we're just gonna figure it out.
Coach, you have to be pretty happy with that level of confidence, yeah?
I'm always happy. I've never had to worry about their confidence level. This team comes built in with confidence, sometimes too much. But no, I mean, like, just to quote what she just said, I mean, we're going to go where we're going to go. And it doesn't matter if you're Goliath. We're going to take you down the same way. We're going to try. We're going to do our best, and then we're going to grind out the way we always do.
And have not done any scoreboard watching or anything like that the last couple of weeks. It's not really built into the volleyball culture the way maybe like a football team will be watching on a Friday night. Who else is who else?
Yeah, no, not at all. I think we set our sights at getting our alarm clock set so we get into the gym at 5:15 every morning. So we're not watching anybody else's scores. We're just watching when our alarm goes off.
Yeah. That's been every day all season. What has the grind been?
Every day except game days.
And then no practice after school or practice also after school?
Nope, no practice after school. They're our morning.
Who chose that?
Me, because we work and then we have other things that we have to do as well. I coach at another college, so for me, that's just the schedule that fit best.
And you guys enjoy it? You tolerate it? You grind it out?
Yeah, it's all right.
It is what it is?
Yeah. I think it gives us more time of, like, after school and being able to go to, like, football games or, like, our homecoming here with friends.
Balance.
Yeah.
Are you like more pumped and energized and like blood is flowing to start the school day, or are you by the time that second period rolls around, you're like, my legs are tired, I'm over this, breakfast was at 4 a.m., this is not how this is supposed to be? Because that seems like something that not a lot of athletes could do commit themselves to a full practice and then also still crush a day.
No, I like it, and I go to JV afterwards. So
She goes to JV.
To do what? To keep practicing or to coach?
hang out?
Just a team player, just through and through.
She just goes to help, and then Ruby goes to work. So their work-life balance is all there.
Where do you work, Ruby?
I work at ESS. So
Okay.
it's like, I can just work 3 days a week. I like the morning practices. I honestly, it wakes me up in the morning. Like, if not, I wouldn't be awake. I literally would sleep in until like 8 o'clock, not get ready. But
that's so
this
late.
helps me.
That's so late.
That's late. That's late.
Okay, so for you guys as seniors, it seems like the impact and the legacy that you guys want to leave behind is the grind something to that degree. But it also just seems like, you guys came in kind of, you would have been juniors when Coach first arrived, and it could have been, you guys baptized him, he baptized you. Sometimes that's a little adversarial, but it seems like you guys have really embraced Coach. Coach has really embraced you, so it seems like you guys want to just leave behind also a culture of like, just buy into it, like believe in yourselves, overly confident.
And I think this year we're honestly like good with that. Like I don't feel like there's anybody who is like 50% in, 50% out. Like I feel like everyone on our team is pretty bought in.
Is that something that had to happen in the off season for you guys in terms of getting like the younger grades, or was there a game this year where it all kind of started to gel again, or have you really just like not even missed a beat from last year's squad? Just the vibes have continued to transfer straight over.
Yeah, I think not much really changed. I think just we got a couple new coaching staff, but like it's like almost the same team, everything. So we all just got back right to the.
Well, let's go over to the new coaches then. Before the show, you were begging and pleading with Coach to show up dressed in an appropriate theme tonight. He put up only a very tepid fight, and then seemed down with wearing a cowboy hat and jeans and a flannel and all that. So what has the first year been like? Maybe give some people a little bit of insight as to the charisma and what it is that makes, the secret sauce work here.
I think we just have a really talented group. Like Brennan said, confidence is something we didn't have to help them build. So that's honestly a hard part of coaching. When girls aren't confident, it's hard to help them get better. So I think this group is really talented, and it's really excited to see them all go on to play in college.
What is the theme tonight that you were trying to get him?
Western.
It's Western.
Western.
So we're going. You were talking cowboy hat, jeans, flannel.
Yeah.
That's what we're going for.
I almost brought my cowboy hat.
So, Coach, why you were saying you have the cowboy hat?
Yes, I have the cowboy hat from last year because it's a recurring theme.
You do not have the flannel though.
I don't have a flannel, but I'll borrow one. So
Madison, how do we get him school? Do we have school colored flannel that we can get him?
I will go buy one right now.
Some black.
I will literally leave and go buy
black.
you a flannel.
Some black and yellow,
black and yellow
flannel. Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna wear some chaps too.
Yeah, there you go. I have some too.
So the themes makes me think that you guys are being treated and appropriately well by the student body.
Yeah.
The student section's been turning out. ASB has been turning out pretty well. Home
all the
games
time.
have been fun. Tell everybody what a home game is like for you guys this year, just in terms of the support. Yeah,
exciting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we get a big barnyard almost every game.
That's is that the official name?
Barnyard, yep.
Okay, so I love that, and I just want to make sure that I am correctly in. Look, Twitter, she is verifying that I can call it the barnyard from now on in captions. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the barnyard is rolling deep and appreciating you guys because you guys are kind of having the best season of any of the fall sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I can say that conflicted as a La Jolla alumni because El Cap, you screwed up our season with an amazing win. And congratulations
that was
on
such
that.
a good game. Yeah,
that was a great
crazy.
game. That was it just unfortunately seemed to be the peak of the season 3 games in. And they'll put it together in playoffs, and no hate, no disrespect. But, okay, you're telling me that as the current most dominant team on campus, people are showing up correctly and supporting.
Yeah. Also, I'm the commissioner of publicity on
Nothing
ASB.
surprises me about
that. So, I mean, it's posted everywhere.
So you're
know.
you are heavy-handedly telling everybody you need to be here, but they are responding.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and
Does
most
she
of them
rule
are her
with an iron
friends.
fist, or is it with love that she rules as the ASB?
Both.
A little bit of
It's
fear
an iron
and love.
fist, and it's love, and it's honestly, I just watch these kids that cheer for her and cheer for our team, and they're in awe. So that's a pretty cool thing to see student bodies show up and support athletes that are this talented. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I as a member of the sub 6 foot part of our human race that never achieved true flight like you guys do when you jump, I've always been in awe of the outside hitters. Just defying the laws of physics, and then also having the hand-eye court. It's all amazing. It seems like absolute blast for you guys. You said you don't care who is in or who you're taking on in the playoffs, but I will always assume that you want to have a home game, or does the fans show up on the road too?
We could probably get them to. I don't think we ever. If
you get the 7 seed in open, you're not entirely worried about being drowned out at a road game. Like, you think you could rally them for one solid outing?
Where last year we were traveling far for CIF. We were 2 hours away.
But that was for state or for the section?
That was for state. For
CIF,
we were in
Santa Fe Christian. Yeah, I mean, and people showed up to that, so I don't think we'll have a problem. But we would like a home game.
They showed up, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I can respect it. Let's talk about the college decisions, because I know that you have been committed for quite some time now. You'll have to forgive me. You have not made your college decision yet. So Madison, for everyone, tell us what was the college process like for you, and what was your decision, and where you're going?
Mine was super easy, super short. I'm going to UC Santa Barbara. I committed like the first month in, I think. So, mine went pretty fast, but I've loved it. Like, the past year, it's just so amazing staying in contact with all the coaches, meeting all the girls. I've had fun going up there a few times, too.
I know we've had you on the show to talk about it more in depth, but assuming that most people that watch this show watch it very intermittently, not on a 2-year span, maybe you could give some of the people out there some refreshers. And we always like to ask kids that have completed the recruitment process for just guidance that they would give to younger kids, maybe freshmen right now that are like, hey, I want to wind up doing that, but I have no idea how to get started.
Yeah, I'd say the 2 main things are make sure you're reaching out as much as possible. Like, never stop reaching out, sending emails. And then the second thing is, like, be open to anybody. Like, D3s, NAIA, D2, anything is open. Like, talk to everyone as much as you can. 1, for just experience, and 2, you never know, like, where you'll end up. So just stay in good ties with everybody.
Coach, you also maybe can provide some different light because you coach at the junior college level as well, so you maybe have some guidance just in general that you could provide to younger. I don't know if that's spilling the secrets that you're saving just for your kids, but maybe you could give some guidance as well.
I always say put your best foot forward, and if you want to be recruited, you have to do the work. And I think that's what people are forgetting, that they think they play club and they're seen and that's all they have to do, but you have to be in constant correspondence with these people that you want. So
there's a big behind the scenes grind.
And is that Instagram DMs? Is that actual emails? Is that
videos?
It's email.
It's emails?
Yeah. I think because you want to get all your playing to them. They want to see all your videos. They want to see what you look like when you're down. They want to see what you look like when you're up. They want to see how you can support other people. So from coaching at the collegiate level and then coaching high school, it's always about those students that do the extra work. My mom used to say, you can't have a league dream with backyard skills. So you want to be able to kind of make sure that they match. So, and I think that's the best thing. You have to do the work.
Appreciate it. Who are maybe some of the younger kids this year that are starting to blossom a little bit that we should know for the future of LCAP volleyball?
Yeah, I'd say we're still. I mean, they're older,
junior,
juniors.
yeah.
They're older,
Okay,
but
who are some of the
for
juniors
next
coming
year,
into their own?
Savannah,
Yeah, I was gonna say
Woodsky,
Savannah.
yeah, Madeline
Madeline
Woodsky,
Woodsky.
they'll take a big part next year.
Yeah.
They're just leaders.
Even some of our, like we have basketball players. Her name is Paige Wortham, and she only plays volleyball 3 months a year, but she's like a 6'2", just huge girl that can block. We're getting her other things on board.
Hey, sometimes you got to just be a role player.
Yeah,
on the
but
team.
she
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
She
yeah.
she provides a wall. And she's just an excellent role player. But I think next year she'll come into her own.
The kind of one that you like to practice against, but you also hate to practice against at the same time because she is capable of
Yeah.
performing
Yeah.
those blocks.
Yeah.
Capable. She's
Yeah.
capable.
Yeah, I do find it also. You just bring up a funny. To me, basketball players are the funniest ones that when they transition out of, they tend to be very unmolded clay. They're all very athletic,
They're just
and they
athletic.
know how to run all the time. And we're seeing this right now at. Well, not run well necessarily, coordinated well, but they just know how to run. Like their sport is to go back and forth and run,
Yeah.
and they have the cardiovascular endurance of it. We're seeing it right now. The Mission Bay football team is benefiting from all of their basketball players coming out, and they're like, "Oh, we haven't played football since like 7th grade." Have all these 1,000-yard rushing seasons and all this kind of stuff, not because of any skill, just because of the athleticism. So I'm glad you're able to mold it and take away some of the elbows maybe being thrown in the key when there's players next to her, because now it's girls on her own team and stuff. So I'm glad you've been able to harness the energy of that. Like we said, folks, at the beginning, 2 more games. They got West Hills at home, Granite Hills at home. The theme for the Granite game, or no?
It's just senior night.
So, okay,
Yeah.
so then roll out October 19th to come check them out. And then the playoff, so it'll be the 19th, and then I think Saturday we get the playoff brackets out or something like that. It's Saturday morning, Saturday night, somewhere on that range, we get the playoff brackets out. So we will find out if they're going to be open or won and have all the information, fingers crossed, on how you can follow them to grind it out throughout the entirety of the playoffs. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys next time.
Thank you.